Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Mel.
And I'm Stan.
And today we are back with another video. We got told in our last Karl Pilkington. Yeah. Karl Pilkington reaction we done that we should watch the Meet Karl Pilkington. Oh my god, I'm gonna get there. Meet Karl Pilkington. So let's get into it and see what this one is about.
Hi, thanks for buying my DVD Politics. As a little extra, I thought you could meet a friend of mine. I talk about him in the show, Karl Pilkington. I thought it would be nice for you to get to know him a little bit better. So please meet Karl Pilkington. Alright? Alright?
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Look at his little roundy, baldy, manky head.
We're getting that, yeah.
Right, Karl, a lot of subjects we touch on in the stand-up and in politics in general. Things like race, disability, sexuality, law and order, crime and punishment. And I want to go through those with you and find out your views on those subjects and thereby the general public getting to know you better. So let's go for it, shall we?
Race.
I'm going to start off with race, a big political issue. Race, what do you think about race?
We're just all the same, aren't we, at the end of the day? Good. I mean, some of us age better than others. Yeah?
What do you mean?
Chinese.
Well, what do you mean?
They
They age better than us.
No, they age worse than us.
What's that based on?
Just when you see them.
Yeah, but you don't know how old they are.
No, but you never see a sort of a 35-year-old one.
What does that mean? What do you mean you don't see a 35-year-old one?
Right, we're in London, yeah?
Yeah.
To Chinatown.
Yeah.
So I walk through there a lot. Right? And they just always look old.
Yeah, but they might be old.
No, they're not.
Why
They're not.
You can't say that, Karl.
Now you see some that are about probably about 30, right? And I'm not having a go, but normally when they're about 20, they're good looking. I think they're all right.
Yeah.
See one who's 30, forget it. They just age overnight. It's like a pear.
What do you mean? No.
Just
What is yours is this? Chinese people age very. Some of the oldest people. I think the oldest man in the world is Chinese at 120.
Yeah, he says he's 120. Probably about 40. Telling you, fact. I mean, I'm not, like I say, I'm not having a go. I like them. Give themselves to themselves and that. They're all right. But that's
Right.
race. That's done.
So that's brilliant. That's it. We've covered race.
Disability.
We talk about disability in the show. What are your views on the disabled?
What sort of disabilities?
Well, what sort are they?
Well, as soon as you mention disabilities, I'm thinking Elephant Man, rather than just in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Because they get looked after, they get ramps and that, don't they? They're all right.
They're loving it. They love those ramps, don't they?
Oh,
They can't get enough of those ramps. In and out of libraries like nobody's business.
There's different. I mean, you know that I'm into freaks and that. Again, I'm not. You know, it seems like I'm just having a go all the time. But they fascinate me.
Like, what do you mean? What is a freak to you then?
Something that you look at and you go, you know, you do a double take. Steve Merchant. Just odd stuff.
Right. Okay. Like what though?
When was it when they used to have sideshows and that, and they'd take them out like the pinheads and all that? Nothing's changed, has it? You know what I mean, people still like to see two-headed kid or whatever.
Who likes to see a two-headed? That's what you mean, isn't it? You like to see a two-headed kid. There's no such thing. There's not a two-headed kid. I've got that book. Is it true you carry this book around with you?
This is a book, right, of the 50 sort of weirdest things in the world.
50 weirdest?
It's a rundown, right? It's a rundown, it's a little chart. Right? At number 50, don't know if you can get this. Two-headed fella. That's at number 50.
See, I couldn't tell that because it
That's
was
at number 1.
like sort
It's
of
not two heads.
What is two heads?
Yeah.
looks like
It's
a head.
not two heads.
Yeah.
Can you see that or what?
Or a hat.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not two heads?
Well, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's weird. I'll give you. It's. I mean, that's not a normal look. I will give you that. I mean, I don't think he could be sorted out with the salon, but it's not strictly two heads, is it? But anyway, if you like it, that's good. Then so that.
Right, well, that's at like number 50, and that there's loads of stuff in.
Just do you want to run through some of your favourite freaks with me?
Just got to watch it. It's getting a bit worn out. Some of my favourites, yeah. normal lad, yeah.
Oh my
Looks
god.
normal there. Just nice little head. Nice little haircut on that. Nice top. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. 3 legs.
What?
3-legged fella.
There's a
He's quite
third
happy
leg.
with it. The annoying thing is,
Oh,
right?
oh my god,
Oh,
it
the
is!
back.
Oh my god!
You know
What?
what his job was?
No.
3-legged juggler. What's the point of that?
What do you mean the point of it?
Well, he was his careers advisor there.
What should he have done?
Well, he's got 3 legs, isn't it? So any footballer, whatever, jogger.
A jogger.
You know what I mean?
Oh God.
So you got that in there. He's at number 23.
Number 23.
There's loads of other diseases. I mean, you were talking about like disabilities and that. Sometimes it's not a disability. Sometimes just people have got weird stuff. There's one here, right? Again, just normal family photo going on. Yeah, everyone's sort of stood around the piano with the little mate who's got that aging disease.
These are
I mean,
aging
it's
disease.
not funny, is it? But look at him. Sat round the piano, singing happy birthday for the 8th time that day. Right? Just weird stuff like that. Weird, isn't it? It fascinates me. He's not having a go. It's just odd stuff. I like odd stuff. So is that classed as disabilities?
Well, I'd have thought so.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, what other famous sort of freaks are there?
See, I don't think they even like being called freaks. I think if you're born with an extra leg, and the midwife says, "Well done, Mr. and Mrs. Chalmers, you've given birth to a £9 freak." I think, you know what I mean. The freak isn't a term that I think they use.
Well, how do they break it to them? I mean, do they sort of just slip it in so they go, right, we've got one leg out, and here's the other 2?
One leg out.
How do they do it? Like Elephant Man.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favourite film. You know that.
Why is it your favourite film, though?
Just because it's brilliant film. It's sad. It just makes you think, oh, you know, I haven't got a big head.
You must wake up every day and you're thankful you've got a normal shaped head.
You say that, but it's round.
Perfectly spherical.
What shape should heads be?
Well, it's not perfectly spherical, is it? There's not. Most people don't look like a tennis ball.
So Elephant Man. Yeah, it's my favourite. But otherwise, you're wasting time looking at filing systems. When they say John Merrick's coming in at 3 and the doctor's like, oh, what's his problem? Wasting time. They go, Elephant Man's in. They go, right, get some more bums in. You know what I mean? Fact.
Sexuality. What do you think of gay and lesbian issues?
Each to their own.
Absolutely.
I mean, I had one working for me.
One. You had one, yeah? Good.
Gay fella. Yeah.
Did you have a name or?
Yeah. But again, it's like our doctor said, Elephant Man's in. I'd sort of say, is gay fella in? They go, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just quicker. Problem with him was, right, it's gay stuff that he got to, whatever, you know, each to their own and that.
Like what? What sort of gay stuff have you got to?
What they do stuff, don't they? But this lad, he saw he's coming late because he'd stay out late. And that's what they all do. They're always tired. That's what they do. So,
Okay.
gays, you know, the gays are alright.
Gays alright, are they? Good. How important do you think education is?
I haven't got that much. I'm alright, aren't
I mean, any form of education. I don't just mean you can learn things.
I? You can know too much though, can't you? And then you worry about stuff.
What sort of things? What do you mean?
Just stuff like if you watch the news, it's like going, oh, it's a war on the map, don't watch it. It's like, no worries, do you know what I mean? You got Einstein, he knew loads, the state of him.
What do you mean, look at the state of him?
He looks a bit of a mess, doesn't he?
Right.
Whereas, I don't know, look at a caveman or whatever, with no worries. Fairly healthy looking, good hair. I mean, they're not bald, they're not stressed out.
Because you've got a lot of hair, do you think that's from all this knowledge that's shooting around in your head?
Yeah, probably. Probably. Could do without, some of the knowledge I've got and that.
I think we need some evidence, though. I think we want to know some of the knowledge you've got.
Like what do you want to know?
Like, I remember talking to you about the nature of infinity once, and there's a lovely model that shows the nature of infinity, where they say an infinite amount of chimps, an infinite amount of typewriters will type the complete works of Shakespeare, and you couldn't grasp that. You couldn't.
Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. I think you know it wouldn't happen, but you say it would to annoy me.
No, because it works by definition, because it's the nature of infinity.
It doesn't matter.
If infinite means if they did everything at random, just random, forever and ever and ever, eventually they type everything. It
wouldn't.
What do you mean it wouldn't?
It wouldn't. There'd always be mistakes.
There would be mistakes. They'd do the complete works of Shakespeare an infinite amount of times.
Yeah, but do you mean they'd actually do it from start to finish? Or a chapter? They might get a chapter done. You go, right, well done.
It's There's no feedback to it. It's just that everything being done, they will eventually do everything every time. They get it wrong an infinite amount of times. They get every letter wrong an infinite amount of times.
Same monkey.
Doesn't matter whether it's an infinite amount of monkeys.
Why does the other one know what the first one did?
It doesn't matter. They've chosen monkeys not because they're thinking about it to take thought out of it. They want it to be random.
Yeah, but when they hand over, when
Who hands over? What do you mean they shift?
The monkey. The monkey's done whatever shift pattern they're on.
They're not on a shift pattern. Infinity. You work from now forever.
One monkey.
What difference does it make if it's one monkey for an infinite amount of time or an infinite amount of monkeys?
Because you can believe it if it was one monkey doing it. Because he's going to get better, isn't he, as time goes on.
It's nothing to do with their consciousness. It's nothing to do with them thinking about it. What do you mean he'd get better?
He'd get better if he's doing it on his own. If it's just a one monkey, he knows what he's done.
It's nothing to do with knowing what you've done. It's just a random process to show the nature of infinity.
With no errors. It wouldn't happen. Seriously, people, I think you're winding me up on that one. It wouldn't happen. And it hasn't happened.
Because we haven't had an infinite amount of monkeys.
We've had years though, haven't we? There hasn't been one publication for monkey. They've been around longer than us. That's what I'm saying.
They've been around longer than us.
You're laughing, but I think you know it doesn't happen.
What do you think of the old people? What do you think of their old issues?
What do you mean?
What do you think about, but isn't it a shame that people work their life and then just get a little state pension?
Oh, they're alright for themselves, aren't they, old people?
They're doing alright for themselves.
That's all right, aren't they?
They're doing alright for
They
themselves.
don't need much money
No?
as you get older.
What do they spend it on doing?
Ornaments.
What's
They're
that?
fading out, aren't they? We won't have ornaments in a few
Ornaments.
years' time.
Ornaments.
No one buys ornaments now.
Yeah.
So there's older people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just as you get older, I mean, things are changing all the time. It's like I've said to you about old people that don't have Twixes, they don't eat Twix, but they like ornaments.
Twix.
So that generation, you know what I mean, things
I
change.
like ornaments.
What do you mean old people don't like Twix?
You never see an old man having a Twix. You never see one eating one.
Well, how would you know?
Maybe they're
You see them,
diabetic or
don't you,
something.
sat about having
That's why they like eating
Werther's or
chocolate.
whatever. You never see them sat there tucking into a Twix.
I've never thought about it.
Oh, that's
I
good. You
never
haven't
thought
seen
about
one.
it too.
Think about it. You saw a fellow eating one, you'd go, that's what weird, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Alright.
Alright, change subject.
Next.
Start with capital punishment. Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yeah, if they know for certain that,
Well, how do you know for certain?
if they say I did it,
Well, people have confessed before and been lying, haven't they, to get attention or something?
why would you lie?
You might be protecting someone else. The love of a parent for their child who's committed a terrible crime might say, I did it. There's loads of reasons. How can you kill someone? How can you make that a definitive ending when you can never know? If
Because that person wouldn't do it again, because then they'd know, wouldn't they? Say if I did a murder,
Yeah,
you said, I'll take the rap for it,
yeah.
right? you go and get hung.
Yeah.
I can't do a murder again because they'll go, so it wasn't him. It was Karl all along.
There's loads of reasons people. If you're mental, if you're a serial killer, you don't stop because you think you might get caught.
So what are you asking me?
I was asking you, do you believe in the death penalty?
No. Well, what do you want me to say? I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, it's what you think. We're having a discussion.
I said if they've done it and that. Yeah, doing it, yeah.
Could you pull the rope? Could you release the guillotine?
Why am I getting involved in it?
Well, if you believe in it, surely if you believe in it, you should be able to
Well, I'll have to
stand
be
by it.
involved in
Well,
it.
which one is it? Which one have I got to do? What button am I pressing?
Does it matter?
Put on
Well, yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Well, you wouldn't hang someone, but you'd...
So what do you do when you hang someone? You kick the stool away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kick the stool away.
What do you do?
Well, it probably is, I don't know, it's probably more sophisticated now. It used to be a trap door, didn't it?
So you just go like that. It's an easy gig. That's a job. That's someone's job.
Okay then, okay, we're not getting anywhere in. If you had to pick it,
Not getting
would you
anywhere.
rather be hung, beheaded, burnt at the stake, or lethal injection?
Lethal injection.
Probably
Actually, wait.
the injection.
Definitely.
Injection.
Well, that's what I chose. But I was saying, well, what if that takes
What if I
forever
tell
and
you?
it kills you? Like,
Everything else is the same, but with the lethal injection, as the injection,
more
he just
pain?
slips his finger up your arse.
Right.
probably wouldn't.
Why would that happen? Is that in small print? Have they
But
found
I'm
that
saying,
before?
like, if they inject you with something, it takes you longer.
Just saying,
Yeah.
it doesn't make a difference.
You
It's
just
going to
start
die
with-
anyway.
start
So
with
if you
blood.
just lay down like that, like, his
Yeah.
injection, he goes, okay, just got his
But why is he doing that?
What?
Why is he doing that?
Just for a laugh, why not?
For a laugh.
Well, if he's killing you, if you're worthless to society, why doesn't he might as well put his finger up your ass? What's it up to you? Is it? You're going to die in a minute.
And do I know he's going to do this?
Yeah, it's a way.
No, I'm not happy.
So what is it then?
Happy.
Lethal injection with a finger up the arse, hanging.
I'm not happy with the finger up the arse.
No, you're not. But you're not. Surely you're not happy being put to death.
I just say, hang on a minute. Why are you putting gloves on? Why are you getting that finger ready to get my arse?
Maybe he doesn't put gloves on. Why does he put gloves on?
Well, I'm not happy with that.
But it's nothing to do with you,
Well,
Carl.
what do you have?
I'd have lethal injection without the finger up my arse. That's not your choice, though.
What? Injection
You've done a
with the
horrible
finger.
crime.
I'm not having finger up the arse. Hang me then.
Well, you'd rather be hung than lethal injection with just popping a finger up your arse.
I don't want that.
Okay.
On the other
Have your head cut off?
You know about the. Are you still alive for about 30 seconds until you had your head cut off?
Wouldn't have thought so.
You see this again. You know, you believe the monkeys typing away.
Well, it's nerve reactions that you're not alive as such.
She's
When I got
typing
to
away.
walk years ago, whenever they did the last sort of head chopped off thing. How long ago was that? A few years ago, right? And he said to him, right, you're going to die in that. Come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Have a bit of fun, right?
Finger up the arse?
No. Going to do a white line on the pavement.
Bollocks. How could they tell him that that's what they were going to do? So he was meant to what? Remember this and walk the white line without a fucking head?
Well, this is what they did.
Well, no.
They painted a white line,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He said to him, right, I'm going to cut your head off.
Yeah.
There's the line, have a look now, right, so you know where it is.
Carl, think what you're saying. how is he going to remember it without a head?
But how's he gonna see?
No, you remember.
As well, yeah.
you remember.
Where's the memory? Where's the memory in his legs? Where do you think you store memory? In your fucking arms?
Yeah, but if you do it quick enough, if it's like, go, and you
No, he's not
walking
doing
there,
that.
and he's walking, and he walked,
No, it's bollocks. It's
he
bollocks.
did 35 steps.
Bollocks.
It's not bollocks though.
Because how can the body remember what his head was told a few seconds ago? His head's now in a basket.
Yeah.
The body doesn't go, what's I meant
That's true, because you can't do
what's
it
I
like
meant to
that.
do?
Yeah.
I was meant to walk along.
Well, they did it.
I've heard the story about if a chicken's head gets cut off, you can still be running or something.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like, they don't know what they do.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to say that's probably what he's thinking of when he's talking about that. He thinks that like maybe he could still sort of function. Like that's what he's saying on one line, but you can't do it without the brain, right?
Yeah, no. Can't.
See, that's what annoys me.
It's not about monkeys, is it? It's about random. So you'd have lethal injection.
Lethal injection, yeah.
That is that. Well, Well, thanks very much, Karl Pilkington.
Whoop.
Karl Pilkington.
Karl Pilkington.
Well. That was a good intro of it. I haven't seen that episode.
I haven't seen that either.
And you look really young there. I think they both did.
Yeah, they look really young.
Compared to the other videos.
Say 19 years ago, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, 19 years ago.
Well done, Big.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that before. Like, it's so funny. He just, that's just how he thinks. It's spot on. He just, I don't know. He's very like he has like random thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, like it doesn't really make sense. It's just like, you know, like about the monkey or whatever. It's just like, what? How does his brain think? Like,
I don't know. It kind of sounds like when you're, I don't know, like getting high or something, and then you think about random stuff that you won't think of normally.
Yeah, it's just when you're just sitting there, you're just thinking, you know, all these things. Oh, I don't know. It's so funny how he thinks, but he's just so funny.
Just never died. It's always interesting.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, thanks for that suggestion. I actually really like that. I want to watch the other one that I got suggested, which is also the same title, but it was Meet Karl Pilkington 2, number 2. So, yeah, we'll probably watch that in the next episode. But, yeah, thank you for that suggestion.
And keep them coming. We appreciate your comments, and it gives us stuff to look up and react to for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
If you like the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button down below.
Thumbs up.
And subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Yes, definitely.
Peace.
Peace.